Today, I woke up where a bustling city sits in nature's splendor, where a king stands proud and tall. You can really say, sky's the limit. And for every not too far off wonder, every feast to remember, or tranquil escape, it's always magical.
In 1986, President Corazon Aquino appointed Rodrigo Roa Duterte as acting vice mayor of Davao City. Duterte later on ran for mayor of Davao City and he won, taking the top city office from 1988 to 1998, from 2001 to 2010, and yet again in 2013 and 2016. This place has been so historical to the Philippine politics. As we all know, Davao City is the hometown of the former President of the Republic of the Philippines, Mr. Rodrigo Roa Duterte. That is why I think this is one of the reasons why this region is considered as the administrative region of the Republic of the Philippines. The location of Region 11 on the political map is on the lower left corner of Mindanao. If you look on the map of the Philippines, you can clearly see it there. Davao Gulf. Davao Gulf is a kind of gulf situated in the southeastern portion of Mindanao in the Philippines. It is located in the middle part of every provinces that is included in Davao Region. It has an area of over 5,200 square meters or about 520 hectares. So imagine how big Davao Gulf is, and if I am the tourist, I will be so amazed to see that kind of beautiful and big gulf. And now for the last part of my report, let me tell you all the brief explanation about the capital of Region 11, which is the Davao City. Davao City is considered as the largest city in the world, with over 244,000 hectares. Imagine how big this city is, and if I were to be asked by tourist people where should be their first destination, I will definitely tell them to visit Davao City. Davao City is also considered as the orchid capital of the Philippines. This city is also considered as the orchid capital of the Philippines, and the last one is orchid capital of the Philippines. This city is considered as the orchid capital of the Philippines. As what I have researched, this place has a beautiful scenery of orchid, and that explains why this city is given that kind of tagline. Those kind of scenery will really help you to relax and forget all the problems that you are encountering in the moment once you've seen that beautiful orchid in Davao City. Thank you for listening to me, Prof. Paulo, and have a great day.
And now I will be discussing the five different provinces in the Davao region. The number one province is the Davao del Norte. Davao del Norte is primarily an agricultural province. No wonder it is hailed as the banana capital of the Philippines, with many plantations run by the multinationals and local producers. The next province is the Davao del Sur. It is sprawled along the shores of southern eastern Mindanao. Davao del Sur is a place of natural wonders and varieties. It boasts of the country's highest peak, which is the Mount Apo, the most prized Philippine orchids, some of the most exotic fruits, and the endangered Philippine eagle. It is also known as the city of the sweet mango. And the third one is the Davao de Oro. Davao de Oro is famous or known for beaches, waterfall, forest, mountain ranges, caves, lakes, and rivers. It is also known as the home of the biggest gold ring in the Philippines. The fourth province is the Davao Oriental. Its capital is the city of Mati, and its border the province of Davao de Oro to the west and Agusan del Sur and Surigao del Sur to the north. The province is the traditional homeland of Mandaya. It is also known as the coconut capital of the Philippines. And the last is the Davao Occidental. The most famous known about the Davao Occidental is the sleeping dragons. If Davao Oriental is known for its sleeping dinosaur, Davao Occidental has its version of a mountain, resembling a fiery creature. They call it the sleeping dragon. From a certain viewpoint, the mountains do look like green dragons resting with their heads and parts of their bodies touching the water. There are 5 cities in Mindanao. The number one is the Davao City, also known as the King City of the South. The second is the Panabo City. It is also known as the banana capital of the Philippines. The number 3 is the Tagum City, known as the Palm City of the Philippines, or the tourist capital of the South. The fourth is the Digo City. It is the mango capital city of the Philippines, city of sweet mangoes, gate city of the South, and clay capital of the Mindanao. And the last is the island garden city of Samar. It is also known as the largest resort city, the island garden city of the Philippines.
Kadayawan Festival. The festival is a celebration of life, a thanksgiving for the gifts of nature, the wealth of culture, the bounties of harvest, and serenity of living. Previously, this festival was held in the third week of August, every year, which was highlighting the 11 tribes of Davao City. In 2019, the celebration was extended and held from 2 to 31 in August. In 2020, Kadayawan Festival was celebrated from 10 to 17 in August. One of the highlights of the Kadayawan Festival is the Indak-Indak sa Kadalanan, which translates to street dancing. This is a showcase of the diverse indigenous cultures of the region. The festivities feature different communities in Mindanao dancing in vibrant costumes that highlight their indigenous heritage. Traditional costume. This traditional costume is named malong. The malong is a traditional Filipino rectangular or tube-like wrap-around skirt bearing a variety of geometric or ochre designs. The malong is a traditional use as a garment by both men and women of the numerous ethnic groups in the mainland Mindanao and parts of the Sulu archipelago. Culture. Like most cities in the Philippines, Christians predominate in Davao. Christian churches and chapels dot the city's landscapes along with temples, mosques, and other places of worship. Another Spanish tradition is the celebration by barrios of the feast day of their respective patron saint. With a festival in these celebrations, songs and dance become the sights and sounds of Davao. The largest of these celebrations is the week-long Kadayawan Festival. Ethnic groups. There are 11 ethnic groups in Davao, which is Bagao Buklata, Ata, Obo Manubu, Matig Salug, and Bagobo Tagabawa, Sama, Maranao, Kagan, Iranun, Maguindanaon, and the last one is Tausug.
Is St. Francis of Assisi Parish. St. Francis of Assisi Parish Church is the only church in Davao City that has a garden altar. The church is widely popular venue for garden church weddings. Second is Asik-Asik Falls. The newfound oasis was christened Asik-Asik, meaning sprinkle sprinkle in the local Hilagnayan language, after the sprinkle of falling water or nearby rocks. Third is Seven Falls Zipline. One of the most exciting activities to do when visiting South Cotabato is to experience the Lake Cebu Seven Falls and try the highest zipline in Southeast Asia. The majestic 7 cascading falls are located at Barangay Lake Sileton. Tinago Falls. This breathtaking waterfalls is located between the town of Linamon and Iligan City, in the waterfalls capital of the South, Lanao del Norte Province. There are 27 waterfalls in the city, but one of the most picturesque and breathtaking amongst the waterfalls is the Tinago Falls. Our Mother of Perpetual Help Parish. Short history of Our Mother of Perpetual Help Parish. In 1995, Fathers Canlon, Burns, and Myers came to Davao to establish the first Redemptionist community. A temporary residence was erected at F. Torres Street near Davao City High School. Tamayong Prayer Mountain. or also known as the Garden of Eden restored, is not just a religious place or has a religious implication, but it has also recently been a tourist destination in Davao City. San Pedro Davao Metropolitan Cathedral. The St. Peter Metropolitan Cathedral, also referred as the San Pedro Cathedral or Davao Cathedral, is a Roman Catholic cathedral. Carmelite Church, also called Carmel of St. Teresa of Jesus Monastery. It was founded in November 21, 1987. Shrine of the Holy Infant Jesus of Prague. Known as the Infant Jesus of Prague, this statue is placed in the Church of Our Lady Victorious, and it has been a symbol of Christian faith and Jesus' teaching for millions of people around the world since its creation. Aliwagwag Falls Eco Park. The Aliwagwag Protected Landscape is a protected area that preserves a major drainage catchment in the southern Philippine island of Mindanao in the Davao Region.